Welcome to the November 2022 Cranberry Sculpture Tour by me, Gary Blakely. What is almost certainly going to become an annual tradition. We begin with this vehicle, this electric vehicle, which is a hope for the future of reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and lowering our emissions of carbon. This vehicle also speaks to a new opportunity that I'll begin in December with a new employer in a whole new domain. And as we move here to the left, you see this upward arrow, which represents my hope for both the future of mankind and for great success in this new role, somewhat unfamiliar to me. Moving on from there, we see this exclamation point, highlighted by the timpani in the background, which for me speaks to my anxiety and excitement about the new position, but also my concerns for the future of mankind as we embark on a very dangerous and pivotal moment in the history of our species. To the left of that exclamation point, you see at the base of these stairs a blank slate, an unwritten future, the possibilities of working our way out of the hole that we have dug for ourselves. You'll also see that there are steps here. They are unwritten steps, steps forward, steps to improve our situation and to create a better future for those we love who are going to have to endure that future. At the top, this semicircle represents both the highest point on the sculpture, which speaks to ever-rising sea levels and global temperatures. It also represents a sunrise, as the sun is in fact warming the entire planet, but also gives us light and hope and solar power, which could replace a good deal of those fossil fuels, particularly by powering electric vehicles. To the left of that, we take a quick pivot to a messy pile of disaster, which represents a collapsed financial market, possibly the result of climate change, possibly the result of quantum supremacy destroying our ability to keep secrets or have secure messages passed over the internet, which would in fact be the end of global trade as we know it. And last, but definitely not least, is this W, which stands for the why and the what the fuck of the midterm elections and how close they were, and the loss of the House by the Democrats, who are the only party speaking to climate change or that even perhaps believe in it. So the W also speaks to what? What is it that we can do to prepare ourselves for a potentially bleak future if changes aren't made by our fellow men and ourselves? And that is why I've kept in the sculpture this year this can of nutritious cranberry sauce, preserved and ready for the future, as we should all start laying in stores just in case we have to feed ourselves from canned goods from the basement as the financial markets collapse, either due to quantum supremacy or climate change. I know that this was a particularly dark sculpture this year, but it is my belief that there are rays of hope scattered throughout it that will help you contemplate and reflect on the future that lies ahead. I know that I'll revisit this video periodically and find a great deal of levity in my reflections. Thank you for taking the time to enjoy this sculpture, and I'll see you again next year.